Put an extra sugar in this today. The first time I had tiramisu was in Sheffield, and I'd met this guy. We became friends. We also saw our friend die together. We saw our friend die. So he was a close friend, and we were in this garden. Now the garden overlooked this telephone exchange, and I was a telephone engineer, so I used to go in this telephone exchange. And the girls who lived there said that people were always looking at the window when they were sunbathing in the summer. They were always like looking through the windows. And I said, no, I was not privileged to that. This girl made a really big tiramisu. It was really nice. And I made it when I had my shop. And to make it right, you need to buy the liqueur. I think it's made from cherries or almonds. And that liqueur is quite nice by itself, actually. And the cheese. One thing that I found difficult to buy were the sponge fingers. And of course, if you've got a girlfriend and you've got sponge fingers, that's not going to be very good. I just thought of that too. He had an excellent penis, long and hard, but he had spongy fingers. I think I've got to stop drinking in the evening. Fucking just getting up too many times in the night. What do you think goes best with tiramisu? Coffee or red wine? And it just so happens you may or may not know that in Japan, the boyfriend and girlfriend are called two shoto. Hello, Rachel and family. Yeah, it's getting a bit of a pain. What would happen if I just took sleeping tablets? Hello, everybody. So tomorrow is, no, on Tuesday, it is the last day for to send in a video online for the Britain's Got Talent contest. after that burp, there was a guy, and one of the highest. This is a coffee shop my daughter used to work at, same chain, and been here before. And the one that I don't know if it's a Lafontaine or something like that, or Fontaine, I can't remember, but he's a French. He was one of the highest paid entertainers in the world, and he used to be able to fart songs. French guy, Paris, and he was really well paid. And there was this guy from England on Britain's Got Talent, and he did the same thing, which absolutely disgusted Simon Cowell. It's got to be an amazing skill that to fart out a song. Lafontaine. Oh, so I was right then. Not Lafontaine. Can you imagine your kids go to school? What's your dad do for a job? The mad farter. I think my first serious girlfriend, Lepitamine. Yep, that sounds interesting. And I forgot what we were going to say then. Yeah, Mike, she called me a Carter the Farter. Peter means to fart. So when he had no farts, then when he had no farts left, he would have petered out. Well, I had an interesting day. Some bastard threw some furniture away at the warehouse. And I met my friend, and he bought an house and a warehouse for 2 million yen. So I am thinking of doing the same thing. Oh, really? What have you been doing today then? Are you in Georgia now? Penn? Oh, okay, that's what I've been doing as well, throwing it away all over the place. How much does it cost to get rid of a skip? Just looking out for the camera. This wine is supposed to be an award winner. $460. It's about 80,000. Well, look, 80,000 yen here for the big skip. So it gets more expensive than Australia. Also, it depends what you're throwing away. So the taste test, what's the best, coffee or tiramisu or red wine and tiramisu? It smells strong. How much does it cost? There are no tips in Japan. What they used to do is on the street, they would put everything out on the street, and it would be a cooker, refrigerator, sofas, furniture, everything. And a long time ago, foreigners used to come here. They used to furnish their house with the things they got off the street, because you couldn't sell. No one would want to buy second-hand stuff. Even if it was like 2 weeks old. These paper straws are not very good. He's going to rent it out, is he? No. Right, Murray. Oh, a unit, okay. This is St. Mark's, I think it's called. It's inside the supermarket. But my daughter used to work at this restaurant chain, and the other week we went to this one in town, and we had beef. I've got a lot of work to do at the warehouse, clearing it all out. If you throw things away in Japan, you can go. If you're a builder, if you've got a proper license, you can do it for 50 yen. Oh, it's really cheap. It's really cheap. But if you're not, then I have to pay $80. 80 yen. They're kissing in front of me. Put her down. Sponge fingers. So you have to pay 80 yen per kilo. So I think the most I ever paid, what did I pay? 20,000 yen, 30,000. I used to break up refrigerators. So what was left was the case, the plastic and foam case, and I used to throw those away. I guess not. Depends what I just don't throw everything away. But if it's, like concrete, what you're talking about, and bricks, it's very expensive. Yeah, they were saying in England now that, I don't know what everyone's doing, but they say they want to get people my age and younger back into the work because the staff shortages. Yeah, I think it's same in England. You can take it to the tip, but maybe it's not very expensive. Well, I guess that's it, because no one did anything for 2 years. So I guess there is a lot of work to be done for those people that couldn't do the work. But I guess you can learn everything online now. Oh, so people are getting equity. What's the equity loans? Why is that a new thing? Or why is it now? Santa Gold. No, but why is it happening all of a sudden? Do you think you guys are going to get some lots of snow in winter? Well, my friend has just bought his house, and for 2 million yen, and a warehouse. And so this is what I want to do. So you don't pay small house, small warehouse. You don't have to pay rent. Yeah, well, it's always a bad time. But I think the government, all governments seem to be letting, because they've got all governments have got, ministers have got 2 or 3 houses, and so they don't mind the price of housing going up or rent. But people can't afford to live. I've seen some stories in America, where people are paying like 50% of their salary on rent. And is that your house? The one that your dad gave you? Yeah, so what are the interest rates in England? The 4%, I think. But it don't matter because I've got no money. But I've still got to check my lottery tickets. That could be Joaquin. But he lives in the same house, yeah? Is that right? So where do they live otherwise? How far away is that? Kabulti, that's the right name then. See this room here? This actually used to be a smoking room. So people could, then that's the rest of the cafes that way. And so people that smoke, they could come in here and have a cigarette. That's why when I saw I put in an offer for this bungalow very nice at the edge of a park, and I lost out. And it was an old school friend that actually got the house, and then I was going to start renting houses. And I should have charged a proper rent. I should have had a fucking load of houses now. But never mind. I'd have been stuck in England. Are you a good cook, Rachel? You and your sister? Can you all cook food? There is I don't know if it's YouTube Shorts. I don't know what platform it's on. But there's this Indian girl. She's a very attractive Indian girl, and I think she's like doing a story to get her husband, and she's like introducing herself to a would-be suitor. And I don't know if you've seen it, but so she's between her mum and dad, and then she says, "I get up at 5 o'clock every morning, and then I go for a run." And her mum just bursts out laughing. And then she says, "And then I come back and I make breakfast for everybody." And her mum bursts out laughing again. It's a really funny video. Because obviously the young girl is telling a lie. Thai food, that sounds good. There's no Thai food here. You know what I like Thai food? I like that spongy noodle. That's really nice. I nearly died twice on that spicy, and right in the back of my throat, that spicy soup. I thought I was going to die. I was going out with this Japanese girl, and then when I nearly died. And twice, this happened twice. We were in an elevator and I leaned in to kiss her, and like the doors opened. The doors opened and people came in to the elevator. And then I tried again. Same thing happened. We were in an elevator, tried to kiss her, and the doors opened again. So I stopped seeing her. I just thought it was bad omen or bad luck. And then I saw her 6 months later. She went, "Gary, what happened?" That's Christian girl. Is this Japanese restaurant any good? Do you know Nobu? It's a very famous Japanese restaurant in America. Robert De Niro is part owner, but I looked at the menu and it's just very ordinary sushi. You know, like salmon and tuna. There's ika. There's no good sushi. Plus, it's very expensive. Do you eat sashimi? I feel like I want some sashimi now. Sashimi is beautiful. It's good. I think a lot of the time with sashimi, the people they're scared by, they say there's like some kind of worm in the sashimi. It's not true. It just depends where you get the food from. They wouldn't, if it was like that, they wouldn't serve it. You know, it's all checked. Well, it's not so much that, but if people don't really know what is good sashimi or what is good sushi. Yeah, there was a scary video or photograph of a Chinese man that seemed to eat a lot of sashimi or fish, and his body was riddled with all these worms. But I think he just took antibiotics and he got rid of them. Nice fish and chips, mushy peas, a few slices of buttered bread and a nice cup of tea. I don't have beer with fish and chips. Yeah, when you think about, even when I was in my 20s, when I traveled, I've only been to Spain, and just like anything else, you want English food. But now people will try anything, I mean, paella, that's a great dish. I'm not so keen on gazpacho. Yeah, it's been cold the last few days. Yeah, quite cold. Well, I say it's cold. It's like, I think the cold maybe -2, -3. But in China, -50. In Russia, -62. Oh my God, I just wouldn't get out of bed. I have got a duvet and a blanket on top of the duvet. And my room is freezing, so even with the heating on, it's freezing. 29 degrees. Yeah. But sometimes it's hotter than that, though, isn't it? So is it sweaty? What you mean talking about food, Murray? My neighbour is sending a registered letter to me. So I've given her 20 million yen. Now she wants some more money. $22, that's too cold. We would have it on about 26, 27, because it feels normal. What do you mean 2 split systems? Yeah, I went to there's in town. There's a few Vietnamese restaurants now, but the pho, the noodles are crap. The soup is crap. Oh, see, yeah, see what you mean, yeah. Okay, so your aircon is like the heater and a cooler. Yeah, same in Japan. There are actually air conditioners that are just for air conditioning. They don't heat, they just cool the room. And I heard for some reason those are more expensive. Yeah, I'm using the air conditioner now, but I can't. I thought I found the remote, but the remote doesn't work. What does your wife think of the Japanese restaurants in Christchurch? Is she happy with them, or does she complain? This is not like Nagoya. That's it, February. Another 6 weeks and then it's getting warm. But the good thing about Japan is that when the sun is out in winter, in this part of Japan, it's nice. Oh, cool. There was a restaurant in Queenstown called Minami Jujise. That's good. Yeah, this is the big problem in California as well. People that are working, people that have got jobs, but the landlords are just greedy and they just put the rent up to unaffordable prices and they've kicked the people out. But but if anyone saw there's no way anyone would rent to me if they saw my place. So this is why the next step is to buy a place. Yeah, and the thing is, if you're not a good renter, you're black marked. So you better look after that place. Well, I don't think it's just Australia, is it? If I go to England this year, I want to, I need to. And like I would have to rent a car and then sleep in it, because I don't think I could afford some of these prices for bed and breakfast. Are crazy. You know, when I went back to England, when I fucked up with some money. I lost $10,000, and I went back to England. No money, no fucking job, nowhere to live. My brothers, believe this or not, my brothers had £500,000 houses. Neither of them would fucking give me. I put one brother up for 3 years, the other brother up for 8 years. Neither of the fucking cocksuckers would give me a roof over my head. And they had £500,000 houses. This is in 1994. 1994. That's 30 years ago. That's how much their houses were worth. My brother was living in a drug den. Anyway, as I got back to Sheffield, he was being kicked out of his house the very same day. I says, "Come and live with me." It was at that time it was a garret, very cheap garret. And then when I bought the house, I was just waiting to move into the house. And then when I needed a place, his wife said, "He can't stop here." And he said fucking nothing. The fucking cuckold. He said fucking nothing. I've got 2 brothers, and my sister died a few years ago. He is a simp. They gave both of my brothers gave my sister about £500,000 over so many years. They bought an apartment in Tenerife, in Spain, Spanish island, and they sent her 1,000. They sent her £1,000 every month. She earned more money than fucking teachers, and the rent was paid. No, I don't miss her. No, not really. She was a selfish slag. So no, I don't miss her. I guess not. No, that's good if you come up. But my sister, she had what do you call it? That personality. She was a violent thief, slag, and I can't say one good thing about her. She was very good at bingo. She could mark 36 cards at once. They gave him a hard time. Why did they give him a hard time growing up? Yeah, me and my sister used to fight all the time when we were teenagers. In fact, before I was a teenager. Didn't listen to him. Yeah, my sister used to sleep around, and then she ended up marrying this guy that was in the army. He had to. Were the sisters older or younger than your dad? I'm guessing they were younger. Oh, okay, okay. So he was a big brother, but they wouldn't listen to him. What did your dad want them to do? Were they always messing about or something? When my sister was going out with a boyfriend who became a husband, this is how she got on with her future mother-in-law. She stole £600. This is in 1969, 1970. Do you know how much money that was? £600. That was nearly enough to buy a house. And she stole it from her husband, from her parents-in-law. Yeah, well, that was the same with my two younger brothers. The same thing. I left home at 16 to get away from my dad, and both of my brothers fell into bad influences. One, they hated him for it. Well, obviously, your dad was just looking after him, yeah. How long did it take them to figure it out? Okay, that's good. My brothers haven't said sorry to me. Or did they got your mum's house or something? Their grandma's house. Excuse me. The only inheritance that I ever got was a old bed from my grandma. How many houses did he have? But like I say, he's looked after him. Good bloke. Well done. Like when my brothers, they weren't paying rent. They were paying like £3 a week rent to live with me. And I said to them, let's all give my sister £10 each. And they didn't want to do it. They wouldn't do it. They weren't paying any rent. £3 a week was the cheapest. And they wouldn't give £10 a week to my sister. But when they're earning fucking £200,000, all of a sudden they're fucking heroes. But like when they fucking, I shared everything I had with those cunts. I asked your dad to buy me a house, 2 million yen. What's that in dollars? $16,000. Yeah, hopefully if my insurance money comes through, I'll be able to buy one. Go and live in the mountains. No, what they gave like I said, they sent her £1,000 a week, a month, and she spent it. So she spent it on the drink and food, and which again, because she didn't work. So I said, set her up with a job. And they said no. So they just sent her money. So obviously, if you just eat and drink and don't do any exercise or anything, then you're asking for trouble. Wow. Yeah, but that's between two, though. Of course it is, yeah. Well, not all, yeah, because, even if people have got money, not all brothers and sisters are like that. Even though, people might have money, doesn't mean they're going to give it away to the brothers and sisters or daughters. I remember a story that one of Bob Geldof's daughters said, Dad can have some money. And he said, go and get a job. She was 10 years old. I don't like Bob Geldof. He's fake. He's fake as shit. Yeah, well, you couldn't ask for more, could you? So, good. No attachments, no strings attached. NSA. The freedom. Of course you should be. Because I know what it's like to have a bad dad. So. Oh, lovely. Did he start crying? Oh, it's a cat. Oh, lovely. Iwama. Samion. What is it? I don't know what he's talking about. Samion. I've got to start walking. I need to start doing some exercise. Breaking things up with a hammer is just not enough. Oh. To carry, clean up the warehouse. The landlord came by. I was cleaning things up the other day on the truck and everything, and the landlord came by. And he goes, "You said you'd be finished by December." So it's taking time. He says, "Hurry up." Then again, I might have won on the lottery. It's not so much cleaning, it's like sorting things out and throwing things away and bagging things up. It's a very, very big warehouse. It would. What would I do with it? First of all, get a big truck and load everything onto the truck and pay for it to be disposed of. That would be about $1 million yen. Then I would look for an apartment, and first I book into a nice hotel. Then I would give some friends some work. Look for a warehouse with a house, but in close by. Then sort out the empty the house, get it redecorated, stay in the house, but redecorate it. And then maybe open a little cafe bar again. Maybe a holiday. I'd like to go to I'd like to go in Scotland to small villages and upset them. The loud Yorkshiremen. We went there on our honeymoon to Edinburgh, and because I've got a large voice, and I was getting some strange looks from the people in the bar. Because being Yorkshire, my voice is instantly recognizable as a Sassenach. I am proud, yeah. I'm not even sure I might have only tasted that once. So when we were kids, the Scottish drink was called Dandelion and Burdock. Yeah, one of the funniest comedies that came out of Scotland was called Nesbits. Have you seen that? Rab C. Nesbit? Yeah, it's a bit difficult to understand. But yeah, it's quite funny. The Nesbits. Nesbitts. I'm not sure if it's one T or two T's. Maybe that's what I should do, is have a cafe and then just continuously play all English classic comedy shows like Hello, Hello, It Ain't Off Hot Mum, Fools and Horses. But there's just so many comedies. Well, it's given a different name. He's not a Scot at all. We'll have to check it out. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So the Firth of Forth, that is a famous river in Scotland, and my name's Firth. And so now I realise that Firth actually maybe comes from fjord, so Norwegian for river. We'll have to check it out. Put a link in the in one of your comments. It reminds me, I haven't had sushi in a few days. Who else is still remaining? Anyone? She could be 2 hours. I could do a real. My friend came to visit from England, and he said, "Do you want anything else?" Because she usually brings me some chocolate and tea cakes and tea bags and brown sauce. And I wish I'd remembered some crumbly cheddar. Oh dear. There's a hair in the beer. Anyone else there like to take up the baton? Le bâton, la mouche, le bâton rouge, the bâton mouche. One of his videos. So he's an English guy that's called the Mad Scotsman. Yeah, I can't see anything at the moment. Maybe when I get back. Yeah, people steal my videos too. I think this place is a lot better for broadcasting. You can't be, not that you can be sued, but they can take away your channel. But if you want this, if you want to complain about someone taking your videos, it's a right complicated process. And if you do it, and it's not, and they think, oh, it's nothing, you can lose your channel if they think you're complaining about nothing. I'll have to try and search that out then. But he's Mad Scotsman, but he's actually, do you know where he's based? Yeah, with Victor. Yeah, I've been with Victor. We've done videos, you know. Victor's people don't like me because I'm uncouth. I'm an uncouth youth. Right, I need the toilet, so I'm going to get off. But be nice chatting, love. Take care, everybody. See you later in the week. Bye-bye. Yeah, I need the toilet. Take care, love. Bye-bye. Still alive, I know, because I was just waiting for you to. This girl's still working here. Well, she's busy. Yeah, because I've clicked. I was just waiting for people to say goodbye. The toilet is not here yet. Well, it's going to shut down now. Okay, love. Bye-bye. Okie dokie.